Hi guys, my name is Anne. I am Quantum Heart Living. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so wow, right? I mean, the energies right now are extremely chaotic, bizarre, interesting, definitely a navigation challenge, I'll say. There's just so much going on. It's almost impossible to try and summarize this. I'm on the journey just as much as you are. We know that something big is happening. I mean, we can't see this. We know it's going on behind the scenes. We know there's a lot going on in the ethers, in the energy space that we cannot see but know exists. There is just a lot breaking down, some of which we can see, most definitely. But it's just a time of chaos, and we knew that this was going to be something that happened. This year of 2020 is definitely a major transformation and shift here on planet Earth. Now, this is really a very important time to be here, to be alive, to be involved, to understand at the level that you are understanding. You're listening to me, so getting some of this, most definitely, how important our role here is to really help to raise the consciousness of humanity. I mean, this is our number one task, is to become conscious of all the stuff that is going down, and there is a lot. We're feeling it in the air. The frequencies are huge right now. I know we're still going through these, trying for our light bodies. So as we move into these higher frequencies, as we start accepting the fact that we were and are running on a series of programs, it is a process. This takes time. This does not happen overnight, and we have to accept the fact that there are so many unknowns. We are becoming our true selves. We're becoming who we really are. We are dissolving that which we are not. The programs, the illusions of the truths are being revealed, and this is all happening in the physical world in a very chaotic way. There's a lot of anger and anxiety that is on the table that if you're a highly sensitive person, we're picking up on this. We need to remember to keep our sense of humor here, to find time to laugh for some levity. It seems like laughing is almost illegal at this point. Like, oh my God, seriously, folks. It is a very important time to remember how important you are. There's a lot of projection that's happening as people are really working on, even if they don't realize it, there are these truths. This self-healing journey is happening for a lot of people as they start to click and realize that so much of their behaviors have been a result of traumatic events that have happened in their lives, of parents projecting their own fears and belief systems of news and media and everything, really trying to control and program who we are. And we're starting to realize that, wait a minute, that's not actually who I am. And we get these revelations that come in. This is the mystical side to this process. It's not always scientific and explainable. So much of science now is so far moving and advanced that we're starting to see scientific evidence of the value of our feelings, of understanding that we are all energy, that energy exists. We cannot always analyze it and understand it. It's there. It's a quantum world in which we live in, and we're all transforming and moving in this direction. So this is uncomfortable. This is hard to work through. We all know how challenging it is to what is being called awaken, quote unquote, but to really come into the true essence of who you are, if you're so called to do so. We're all on different levels here, not in a negative fashion, but we're all working through different parts of ourselves. I mean, I have spent 5 years doing research, understanding myself on so many different levels, understanding where I got to, where I was, at the very, very bottom, the depths of my life, and being able to pull myself back up through this journey of acceptance, of self-healing, of very, very difficult awareness of traumas that I have experienced and held on to, and really just starting to taking the time to understand it so I can release it, to let it go, and to grow into this new belief system, to this new way of operating and being, which is tapped into this beautiful source energy, which is self-guided. It's an intuitive, very intuitive process. So always listen and think for yourself. I mean, that is kind of the primary message here. Yes, we are all wounded. We all have things that we are working through, some to greater extremes than others. But at the end of the day, that needs to be released. We need to really allow ourselves, forgive those who caused it. We don't need to walk up to them and tell them we forgive you, but us holding on to that is only hurting us. So you're actually doing yourself a disfavor by holding on to that negative energy. Instead, what actually has scientifically been proven is if you hold yourself in a place of love, of joy, of doing things you like, of trusting your guidance and trusting your intuition and taking steps forward in the direction of your dreams, that increases your frequency and your vibration. It helps you heal your body. It increases your immune system. So living in happiness and in joy is scientifically proven to be a much healthier way of being. It also allows us to bring in new channeled, new source information, new intuitive guidance, and that is something that we absolutely must listen to right now. Fear and anxiety and anger lowers your vibrational frequency. This is also scientifically proven. It holds within your body structure and can create a actual physical illness. So your emotional state is so super, super important. Your heart and your brain are connected here, and your stomach is in fact another brain. So when you're feeling in your gut feel, you have a gut feel about something, take the time to trust it more. This is the direction of the truest power right now. Even though there are some opposite ends of the spectrum energy that are trying to pull us into that fear behavior, that relying on other people to help pull us out. No, this is inner work, folks. Do this. We need to work on ourselves continually to stay in that energy. And it's so, so important right now. I cannot tell you how important it is that we remember. Detached observance is key because a lot of people are projecting. Don't worry. I mean, this is all planned. This is the universe in action. This is the universe at work. We have to trust the universe. We have to remember that it's an unknown that is going on here. It's a major, major planetary shift that is happening. And so many people are realizing it. As much as the quote-unquote outside world wants us to believe otherwise, we know that there is a huge network of us all connected throughout the globe. And this is getting bigger and bigger, and it is a silent yet powerful network and connection. So I'm just really here to remind you that we are all working on this together, even though we may feel in isolation, alone. We know that that's not true. And the more that we push through maintaining that collective knowing, that collective change to help this planet be what it needs to be, to help Gaia continue to express her beauty, we need to remember that we are all there in existence for each other. So guys, thank you so much for all of your hard work. I know that this is going and it has been a difficult year, but we're so close now. Just try and maintain that sense of self, the lessons that we have learned over the past few years of understanding how everything works and is connected, and keep believing in a better planet for ourselves and for our children and for our grandchildren. We have to get this done. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll talk soon.